Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily and I have another weekly reading vlog for you. Right now it's actually Monday the 13th, so you will have seen some B-roll from yesterday. I do want to say that I did manage to read one more book for the 48-hour whatever-a-thon, read-along or read-a-thon, whatever you want to call it. And that was Beneath the Sugar Sky by Seanan Mcguire. This is probably so far my favorite out of them. I've only ever read up to this one, so this was a reread. But I want to tell you what that counts for. So, Beneath the Sugar Sky was for, I had the Join the 48-Hour Readathon LGBT plus rep. It was under 300 pages. It has some blue on the cover, and it is a continuation of a series because it's part of the Wayward Children series. So that's what that was. It did not get me any more bingos, but now I'd like to go over what I plan on reading for the rest of the week. So I am currently waiting on hold for the audiobook for In an Absent Dream, but I do have Come Tumbling Down. I'm afraid I won't get this before this one runs out, so I may just read this one and then go back to this one, which I hate to do, but it is what it is. So these two I would like to get to. And then if you watched my Try a Chapter tag, this book won. So if you didn't, I will try to leave it linked down below. You should go check it out. But the one that won was All of Us Villains, because Books and Lala's buzzword for the month of June is all. And so I had 5 books and I tried a chapter of all of them and I picked the best one. And this one was almost tied with another one, which I still really want to read that other one, but this one won. I think it'll be fast, fun, and villainous. And maybe even bloody, death, maybe some romance, who knows. But I've heard some good things about this, and I am excited to get to this. If I didn't say, it's by Amanda Foody and Christine Lim Herman, but I'm planning on restarting this one today, and hopefully getting it read within a few days. So that's on this list for this week. And then the next one is my poll pick for whatever-a-thon. So in my TBR video, I had a poll pick for 3 books, Beast of Prey, Vicious, and Iron Widow. And so far the one that's winning, that I'm just going to go with now, is Iron Widow by Jiren Zhao. I know this is like steampunk, and yeah, I think maybe revenge, but that's about all I really remember from this. So I'm excited to get to this one. I hear nothing but good things about this one. So this one I'm very excited for. And then I have one more that I'm for sure wanting to get to this week, and that is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. It is the companion sequel to It Happened One Summer, which I loved. Oh, so good. And this follows Piper's sister Hannah and her love interest, and I'm just excited to be back in this little, what I'm assuming is going to be in the little town, and all these characters, and we get to see the characters from the other book. I'm just so excited, and I'm hoping I love this one as much as I liked the other one. So yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna be starting this one again today. I have to take my daughter to her piano lessons, and I'm going to try and read some of this while we're at that. Who knows, I might not, because my cousin is teaching her, and so I might just sit and talk to my aunt, so we'll see. But this is what's on the agenda for today, and I will hopefully update you again later. If not, then tomorrow, but hopefully later. guys, so it's Tuesday the 14th. You will have seen some B-roll. My daughters and I and my grandmother, we went to a greenhouse place, and they had goats and a turkey, and they also had some peacocks and some of these sheep things. But we got to feed them, and then we went and looked around at all the plants, and they had like some really cool like fairy garden stuff, and I really enjoyed it. Sorry if you can hear my fans and my air conditioner. It's hot. I can't stand the hot. I have to be cold, so I'm sorry for the noise, but it's gonna happen a lot this week. I just wanted to pop on to say though that I reread the first chapter of All of Us Villains during Mel from Melanor Reads her sprints for the City of Dusk that she does with the late night crew, Cassidy and Rye. I started the first chapter of this, but then I watched the fourth Hotel Transylvania movie with my youngest daughter, and didn't do much reading after that. But then I started listening to them all talk on sprints about the City of Dusk, and now I really want to start it because my plan was to read it with them too, but I just lost track of time and forgot until I saw these sprints were on, and so now I'm caught between, should I now start that book so that I can like kind of catch up to where they are and know what they're talking about, or do I continue on with All of Us Villains? I don't know. We'll see. I might read at least the next chapter of All of Us Villains, get a little farther in, and maybe try and read some of City of Dusk tomorrow. So we will see. Other than that, it's close to bedtime as usual, and I don't have anything else to update you guys on or tell you about, so yeah, those are my plans probably for the rest of the night and tomorrow, and hopefully I will check back in with you guys tomorrow during the day and not right before bed like I always do. Here we are again on the floor before bedtime. It is Wednesday the 15th, and I wanted to come on here and say that I did not do a lot of reading today. I'm just as shocked as you are, honestly, at this point. Last week was so good, and this week I've just failed. Also, sorry, my air conditioner's on. I just turned off one of my fans, but I have another fan going, but it's so hot. I hate being hot, like I said before. Hate it. So just bear with me until it cools down. So I did get a little bit more into All of Us Villains. I am on page 44. So I only read 2 more chapters, and I have now met all 4 of the POVs. I'm really enjoying them. Some of them I'm enjoying, I think, more than others. There's 2 that I'm really enjoying, and then there's another one that is okay, and then there's one that I'm just like, I don't know. But, yeah, anyway, I don't even really know what to talk about this book so far. I'm enjoying it. Not much has happened. I'm not that far into it. Gonna continue tomorrow, hopefully. I am happy to say, though, that my audiobook for In an Absent Dream came off hold from the library, and I can now read this one so that I can also listen to this one on audiobook, which I also have out. Still have Hook, Line, and Sinker to read. I am struggling with the Whatever-a-thon prompt, last letter, first letter. So what I may do is, hopefully, after I finish this, since it ends with an S, I was going to do Skyward, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for that right after this one, so I thought I'd pick up volume 2 of Saga S and count that, because I've never read this one before. I've only ever read the first one, so I'm really interested to continue on with this, since they are continuing on writing this series again. So that's another book I'd like to read. But I also read the first chapter of City of Dusk. It is the Late Night Crew's kind of book club pick for the month. I actually really enjoyed the first chapter, and I'm stuck because I have all these books that I'm currently reading, and all the books left, there's 3 books left on my actual TBR tiles, and I am afraid I'm gonna like fail, and I'm stressing myself out. Do you ever get that way where you stress yourself out so much that instead of just doing what you feel like you need to do, you do other things instead? That's been me, and I don't want reading to be a stressful thing, so I'm just going with the flow. I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna even get read tomorrow because I am taking my youngest daughter to a children's hospital, which is about 3 hours away. My mom's coming with me. She has to get her ear checked, her left ear. She doesn't have any hearing in it, so they're gonna look at it and try and figure out stuff and maybe get her set up with like a hearing aid, I guess. So that's gonna take up most of tomorrow because 3 hours there, 3 hours back, then however long we're gonna be there. So I'm hoping that while we're there and they're doing the test or whatever, I can like maybe squeeze in a few chapters. I'm gonna take this one, not sure if I'll read it or not, and then I have my phone with all my Kindle books on the app. So yeah, this week has been a fail. I've read 1 book. I've completed 1 book, I should say, and started 2 others. Meanwhile, I have a bunch on the go and some others that I need to get to. So I don't know what this week will bring. I'm hoping that maybe I'll kick myself into gear here. Maybe the weekend's where it's at. This week, anyway. I think that's it. I really don't have anything else to say. Here we are again. Nothing left to say. Right before bed. I will say that I caught up on some YouTube videos today, and I watched Hotel Transylvania for Transformation, and then I watched then I watched the Addams Family 2 movie, and I spent a lot of time with my youngest daughter today, so that was fun. And my nieces were here today. It's just been hectic, and it's really hot. I hate the heat. God, I hate the heat. I can't wait for fall. Fall and winter are where it's at. Spring is okay. Summer, though, it can just move on. Other than that, that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you won't see me again till Friday. I don't think you'll care. So, see you when I see you. So it is Friday, the 17th of June, and I'm happy to say that it is not bedtime. It's like 6 o'clock, I think. So I'm happy that this update is not happening right before bedtime. But I wanted to do a quick update and let you guys know that I started and finished In an Absent Dream by Seanan Mcguire, and I have some tabs here because they started doing it, I think, in the second one, but I love the artwork that has been in these, and I just wanted to mark it to like show you guys because it's so beautiful, and I feel like it goes well with like the vibe and atmosphere of the story. So anyway, back to the book. I gave this one 4 stars. If you don't know what this one's about, we're following Lundy, who was present in the first book, and this is, it just says like this can be read as a standalone because it really could, but we follow Lundy, and she goes to the Goblin Market, and I don't even know where to begin with this one because it is so unique. I just love when we get to go into some of the worlds, like we've been in Jack and Jill's, and we've gotten to see some of I can't think of her name. The girl from the first one. What was it? Nancy. We get to see a tiny bit of Nancy's world, and I was happy to get to see Lundy's world. It's just so amazing how Seanan Mcguire can just come up with some of these places and make them feel like they're real life fairy tales that we haven't seen before. And I think the Goblin Market, obviously, it's kind of been around, but I don't know. I was just really excited to finally get to this one because I've never read it before, and it didn't disappoint. It's not a new favorite, but I definitely appreciated it, and the sad ending it had, and it just makes me feel even worse for the first book about what happened. So I just love this, and I'm so happy to have finally gotten to this one. On that note, I need to start getting all my books together before I make these updates, but I am still reading All of Us Villains. I have yet to make any more of a dent in this. And yesterday there was just like a small B-roll clip, and that was because, like I said, we had to take my daughter about 3 hours away to see a doctor for children because of her hearing, and it took 3 hours back. I drove there, my mom drove back, but I just was so tired at that point, and I just did not want to read anything, so I didn't read anything yesterday. I did, however, buy a bunch of indie / self-published books, fantasy, and a couple fanro ones. But I did it because so many people that I've been watching lately have been just getting excited about self-published books. So Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, and Mel from Melanor Reads, and I know Becca's been getting some self-published or indie published fanro, and just everyone's just talking about them, and it just makes me so excited. And I got them all on my Kindle, so they're all really cheap, so like $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 at the most. And yeah, so I've been having a good time getting books. Anyway, so tomorrow I'm hoping to start and finish Come Tumbling Down. I may start it tonight, may not, I don't know, but I want to finish this one by tomorrow. That way this will be the third book I will have read for this week. And I would like to get at least to maybe like the 100-page mark of this tonight. We'll see. Because after All of Us Villains, I'm kind of going in to next week's a little bit. Or if somehow I were to be able to smash this one out between today and tomorrow, my goal for right after that one would be to read Saga, because it is the last letter S, first letter S. And this one would actually be able to cover different format because it's a graphic novel, and one-word title because it's just Saga, and the last letter, first letter prompt. So this one's riding on a lot, and it would get me two bingos. So I just need to read this one and the others. Anyway, I'm gonna back it up. I'm a little all out of sorts right now because, you know, it's not right before bed, so I'm like, who am I? But so In an Absent Dream covers for cozy reading time, because I just snuggled up in my bed with all my fans and my air conditioner on and listen to this. So there's that. It's under 300 pages. It's a hybrid genre and continuous series. And I want to say that this one got me another bingo, and it's the first line across up top. So I'm happy for that. I've got my second bingo now. And what else? I think that's all I really wanted to get to. Oh, I did upload my vlog for last week's reading vlog today. It was so long, I just didn't want to do it, but then last night before bed I was stressing out about it, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna edit it and I'll finish it tomorrow and upload it and I'll be good. So I uploaded that and I'm happy about it. Next I wanted to talk about all my currently reading books. So I have Mad Ship, Night Film, Don't Kiss the Bride, and Kingdom of Battle and Blood. And they're just having them on there, and I haven't like continued reading them. It's really stressing me out. So I decided, in the good of my mental health, I'm going to put this down for now. I will come back to it. Like I said, I think last week's vlog, I did get to like 200 pages of this. I have the audiobook that I got using my credit, so I don't want to give up on this, but right now it's just not at all what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna soft DNF that one. The one that's been on here the longest is Mad Ship by Robin Hobb, and it just kills me to do this, but I'm also soft DNFing this right now. I feel like I need to be in the right mood for Robin Hobb, because her writing is so different from what I normally read, and I'm really enjoying this series, but it's not Fitz. And I just need to have a break away from this, and when I'm in the mood again to pick it up, I will. So that's being taken off my currently reading. Don't Kiss the Bride, I'm 35% of the way into it. Also going to take that one off. I haven't had any need or want to like pick that one up in a while. It's on my Kindle, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll come back to it eventually. And lastly, Kingdom of Battle and Blood. I am leaving this one on here. The chapters are really long, but I'm 40% into it, and I am really enjoying it. I just need to actually sit down and read it. So I'm going to leave this one on here. But that makes me feel so much better, because then I am just left with Kingdom of Battle and Blood and All of Us Villains. And I feel like that's so much more doable than seeing like 6 books on my TBR. So, and I'll put them away later. Yeah, so I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I may or may not come back and update you guys later. Probably not. Maybe though. I do want to get a dent in this, so I might just try and focus on this tonight. I don't know if anyone's doing any sprints tonight. I don't know if I'll just read it for my own self, but I've just been wanting audiobooks lately, or ebooks, and this is a physical book, and I have to physically read it, and that's just a lot right now for me. So I am really trying to not hinder that enjoyment so far of what I've read, and not push myself too hard to pick it up. But I think tonight I would like to, like I said, get to at least past 100 pages, so we'll see if I can do that. I would be happy and call it a win if I could do that. Look at us, 2 days in a row during the day, and it's not before bedtime. It is June 18th, and I think it's almost 3 o'clock. But I finished listening to Come Tumbling Down by Seanan Mcguire. I will tell you guys later what this one was for, but I literally just finished listening to it. Absolutely loved it. Gonna give it 5 out of 5 stars. We do get to see Jack and Jill again, and more people from Eleanor West's home for Wayward Children, and more of Jack and Jill's world on the moors, and another adventure, or quest, I guess you would call it. But I really enjoyed it. Each book gets better and better in my opinion. So right now I'm working on more TBR tiles. I will show you some B-roll of the mess I made on my bed. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working on those, because I can laminate about 20 of my little TBR tiles, and right now I have like 40 something, so I'm just gonna finish up to make 60 more. And I know what you're thinking, you already have a whole bag filled with more, and you know what, I just find it relaxing making them. Also, excuse the peachy strawberry passion fruit color on my wall. Part of it, so I've been painting my room in like increments, so I don't have to like completely move everything out, but this side is where my bed sits against, and I need to take everything off. It's just going to be like a big task, so when I do get to that point, I'll be happy. But I hate not being able to film over here in my bed because of this ugly color that I don't like anymore. I got it when I was younger, as you can imagine, but yeah, so hopefully sometime soon this color over here will be gone and it'll be white like the rest of my walls, and I can film sitting against the wall on my bed as another place to film. So fingers crossed there. Other than that, I might start listening to Hook, Line, and Sinker because that goes back in like 6 days at the library, so I might start that today. Not sure. I'm gonna continue making some more TBR tiles, and I need to clean up a little bit and have a late lunch and go from there. So I will see you guys in the next clip. It's time for bed. Couldn't leave this vlog without ending on a bedtime update. So I don't even remember what I said to you earlier. Oh yeah, I told you that I would let you guys know what Come Tumbling Down by Seanan Mcguire counted for. So it counted, so it's counting for under 300 pages, spooky genre, because this one was definitely a lot spookier than the other ones. And this also counts for a continuous series. I did use it as a guilt-free activity because I was working on my TBR tiles, and it also has LGBT plus rep. And this one got me my 3rd bingo of whatever-a-thon, and it's the 2nd row going across, and I really enjoyed it. I think I told you guys 5 out of 5 stars for this one. Really enjoyed. I have not gotten any more into All of Us Villains. Honestly, that one's just bothering me. I have a lot going on, and I'm just mentally not ready to physically read a book. So hopefully next week I can muster up the energy I need to read that. But I wanted to go over all of the books I've read so far this week. So on Sunday I read Beneath the Sugar Sky by Seanan Mcguire. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I think Friday, so like yesterday. So Friday I read In an Absent Dream by Seanan Mcguire. Gave this 4 stars. Still really enjoyed it. And then today I read Come Tumbling Down by Seanan Mcguire. So I'm getting a good ways through all of Seanan Mcguire's works, but I wanted to show you some of the pictures again because I think they're just so stunning. I have sticky notes so I know where they're all at, but I just absolutely love the artwork for this. Like, it just fits so well. I'm so happy to finally be making my way into some of the other books in the series that I haven't read yet. I do have this one. I'm waiting for it to come in as an audiobook from my library. It's Across the Green Grass Fields by Seanan Mcguire. And I also want to do Where the Drowned Girls Go. So I don't know when these two will come in, but hopefully sometime soon. But even though I listened to all these on audiobook and they're all very short, this one has the most horrible yellow page edges. But even though they're all short and they're all from the same series, I'm still happy with what I have read this week. So I'm gonna count it as a win, considering I haven't really been feeling up to doing anything. Yeah, so that's the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope everyone's doing good on their whatever-a-thon reading prompts and bingos, if you're participating. And I would really appreciate it if you liked this video, if you liked it, and comment down below. Tell me how many books you read this week. And subscribe if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you guys soon.